little naughty news. Something that my partners actually brought to my attention, and after they said, I was like, how the fuck did I not know about this? Well, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff to get this show on the air, but we were talking about Miss Amber Rose and her slut walk. Now, Freaky One sent me the link, and I watched it, and I'm thinking, you know what, Amber Rose, you a badass bitch. You know what? You are truly a badass bitch. My Slut to Slut award goes to you, and not in a bad way. And this is why. Amber Rose doesn't need anyone to hype her. She does that damn well on her own. She's about her business. She was about her modeling, and she's about handling her finances. But guess what? She's also in charge of her sexuality and sensuality. And that was the part of the slut walk that I thought was fucking amazing. For those of you who don't understand the term, slut walk is basically when you see a woman, could be a man, but most of the times it's a woman, leaving someone's apartment or hotel at an ungodly hour of the morning, usually tipping with her shoes in her hand because she ain't had time to put them on yet, and she's just going from there to the car or to the ride, still in the clothes that she had on the night before, and it's clear that she'd have been fucking. Okay, it's supposedly the woman's version of the walk of shame, to say it's the slut walk. Amber Rose has a movement that has taken this shit back, and it's called the Slut Walk, that she apparently has been doing now in multiple cities. And I salute her for that. One of the main reasons, especially being someone who's in a lifestyle, is that term slut is used in such a derogatory manner, and it's also used, let's face it, in a very sexually biased way. My complaint is this. I like a lot of dick, and I'm open and honest about it, okay? I'm not going after nobody's husband. I'm not going after anybody's lover unless you say I can have permission to do so. Yes, I know she looked because I've been fucking her husband, but she know I'm fucking her husband, okay? But the bottom line is I don't go after anything or anybody that would cause a problem in someone else's relationship. I just don't do it, okay? Now, if you're lying to me about some things, that's on you, boo-boo, but I don't intentionally go out to do it. That being said, why is it wrong of me to like, especially being a single woman too, why is it wrong for me to like multiple partners, sometimes all at the same time? But if it were a guy and 20 women banging him out, oh, he's a stud, he's a motherfucker, oh, he's a dog, D-A-W-G, which apparently is not a bad thing for a man to be. I like the idea of this new feminist movement, and if you get a chance, we're going to put the link up on our Facebook page and our, as well as our Twitter and Instagram, and I'm trying to, it's the one more slipping me. Oh, Tumblr. And on our Tumblr account, because I think especially for any confident and sexually and sensually aware woman, you do need to see it. First of all, the video is funny as hell. And second of all, when you realize why she's doing it, which is basically her way of saying, own your sexuality, don't apologize for it, and don't give anybody else the power to shame you for being a sexual and sensual being. I think, especially in this country, that we as women give too much power, whether it's politically, financially, and sexually, to males. No harm intended, but what I mean is this. If a man walks up to you and say, yo, that hoe is trifling, immediately you get upset and you're like, how dare you say this about me? And you all of a sudden you want to be defensive. Instead of like, well, motherfucker, you were on your knees eating me out, so what the hell does that make you? Okay, why is it always that we have to be the ones to take the brunt of the shame for a sexual act that a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times we ain't doing it alone. We got a partner. And a lot of times, not all the times, that partner might be male. Because one thing I noticed that of my lesbian friends, when they say slut and bitch, they don't mean it in a derogatory way. And they throw that word around a lot. But I have never met a man who's called me a slut that meant it, well, one exception.
I've had a couple exceptions, but I tend to gravitate towards men.
Yeah, but with the one exception, I have met very few men, let me put it that way, very few men who've called me a slut and meant it in a positive way. So to Amber Rose and her slut walk crusade, boo-boo, keep it going, do you, and fuck the 30 showers. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay?
So I just want to throw in real quick that just so we're clear, Amber did not start Slut Walk, but she was a part of it. That was a movement that was started by some people in Canada, and it's kind of moved on from there. And I'm fully behind it.
Absolutely.
We need to start trying to shame one another, and I don't mean just sexually. I mean in any way.
Anyway.
But right now, because a big part of my life is our sexuality, so I'm definitely down with that. I was already kind of a fan of her because she looks nice and she's got that great body and everything. But as she was going through more and more of her stuff, as it was pertaining between her and Kanye and Kim to a much lesser degree, I'm thinking, why would these two women allow any man to shame them?
Absolutely.
They're both beautiful. They both have outstanding bodies. They've both been able to make a fair amount of money from those very attributes, and the fact that they happen to be smart.
Yes.
So don't let any man, or even other women, shame you for being who you are. And for all those of you that are out there trying to say shame, fuck you. Kiss my ass, man. Come on. Anybody got time for all that. Be positive about who you are and stop worrying about what somebody else is doing.
And I found that shaming thing to be not only a sign of insecurity, but I also find it a way of trying to exercise dominance over another person. Because if I can make you feel bad enough about yourself, whether it be your weight, whether it be your sexuality, whether it be your race, your color, your religion, whatever it is your particular bigotry is, and that's what we're talking about, a form of bigotry. If I can make you change or alter your behavior in some way, I've dominated you. I've in some way
taken your power.
Right. Have some sort of power over you. And that's a high for some people. Don't allow somebody else to have that power over you. Own your shit. We say that all the time. Own your shit. Doesn't mean everybody in your life is going to like it, but it does mean that once your shit is out there, you can hold your head high and say, okay, and you got that off your chest, so what? You ain't fucking with my money, you ain't fucking with my family, and you damn sure ain't fucking me. So what damn difference does it make? You got your 2 seconds of woo-woo. But here's the thing, and it has happened to me more than once. I have run into individuals who made little comments about me being an open lifestyle or swinger. Okay. And then not long after that, I'm looking at somebody with their mouth wrapped around somebody else's dick, and I'm thinking, damn, that dude looks familiar. Or damn, that bitch looks familiar. I can't figure out where. And then we'll start talking, and it'll ding in my head like, oh, you're the one a while back at my girlfriend's card party or something was running your mouth about how immoral it was, this, that, and the other. It never, ever, ever fails. That's why one of the things we always talk about is don't chastise swingers, because you don't know who the fuck you already know. This is a swinger, and you just don't know that they're a swinger. It could be your mom, could be your dad, your sister, your brother. Hey, fam. Could be your children, could be the pastor, could be, the mailman, the cop down the street. He got handcuffs for a reason, honey. Just saying.
So, speaking on that, like we say for this show, it's about learning to accept one another and learning to appreciate yourself. You really, if you want to live a happy life, for most of you, because some of people believe their happier life comes from putting other people down, but for the rest of us, you got to stop giving other people the power.
Absolutely.
I watch as women struggle coming into this lifestyle, trying to leave behind what society put on them in the first place in order to enjoy themselves and not feel that they have to feel bad, or that, oh my God, I'm going to go to hell now, or things of that nature. God's looking at what kind of a person you're on the inside. If you try to continue to spread the word, or you do good by others, I think that's what's most important, not whether or not you're sleeping with this person or that person or many people, or it's what you do to and for other people, that ends up being the thing that matters. And everyone should probably try to remember that.
Oh my God, did you just bring up the golden rule? Who thought we'd on a swing party show that we were going to have church? I'm just saying. But hey, and yes, believe it or not, we're Christians. Just saying. Okay. So, and here's a news flash. What you do in the dark, God already knows you done it. About to do it. Was thinking about doing it. So you ain't fooling nobody.
Is the devil's playground. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
We're going to have a show on that one because